How you going, everyone? My name's Jason and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got a block of 9 tutorials that I'm going to make videos for, and it's going to be for animation, rigging and compositing with Lightwave and After Effects. And what we're going to do is I'm going to supply this model here, which is a model of a pterodactyl, and basically we're going to bring it into Lightwave. And then we'll create Skelegons in Modeler. That will be our first tutorial. So in the first tutorial we'll cover Skelegons, which is a form of making bones in Modeler instead of layout. And then once we've created the Skelegons, we'll go and do tutorial 2, which will be set up our scene for optimum rendering. In tutorial 3, convert the Skelegons to bones and tweak the bone properties. Tutorial 4, animate wings in a loop with the graph editor. And 5, set up lighting and compositing. 6, animate objects inside the composite. And 7, add shadow catcher to the scene. 8, render out animation for post-processing in After Effects. And then last will be import into After Effects, color correction, recompose, and render final. So we've got some pretty cool things to cover. So long story short, basically we'll be bringing this model here, which is an FBX, I think now I made it 3DS, and we'll be doing the bones, then sending it to layout, doing the animation, and then from layout we'll be then sending it to After Effects, color correction. And I thought what would be really cool is we'll put the pterodactyl in Jurassic Park scene that I've made. It only goes for a few seconds, but I thought it would be pretty cool to have our pterodactyl cruising around with some of the big boys. So what we'll try and do is we'll composite our dinosaur into this scene here. Okay, and yeah, so that should look pretty cool. All right, so let's get started. Now, I'll just move this back to my other screen. Okay, now make sure you have Modeler open, step 1, and make sure you have Layout open, step 2. Okay, and all we have to do is, I'll just bring this just so you can see. Okay, is if you have Modeler open, we'll just drag the 3DS file and drop it straight into the top view. See how it says top? Just here. We want to put it in that one. Okay, and then we can just, okay, can't find like this here, right? Okay, so if it does select that, it's only because I moved it. That's why it's asking that. But all I have to do is just point into that folder. So I can just go desktop here, and it's lake. Oh, actually, don't worry about that. Actually, I know what that was. That was a file that I deleted. Actually, I was going to have it in. Just show you so you know. Here we go. There's this Lake River thing. Restore. I was going to have it in this. I thought that would be pretty cool having it come along here, but I changed my mind. I thought it would be pretty cool to put our dinosaur in a Jurassic Park scene. I thought that would be pretty cool too. So, but you could do it either way. But in this tutorial, I think we should put it in the Jurassic Park scene. I reckon would look pretty cool. Okay, all right. So now this model here has already got bones attached to it. Okay, so what we'll do is, so you can see them here if you just hold down the left click, and we'll just go over them here like this, and then just make sure you deselect any polygons that you may have selected here. So all you've got is just these bones here, which you'll see there'll be 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just delete them, okay, because we'll be making them. Okay, so now all we have to do is go to top view, open top view up. Sorry if my mic's making a bit of room, making a bit of a noise. It's rubbed on my shoulder a bit, so I only just realised. Alright, now all we have to do is get setup, go to Create Skelegons. Now there's lots and lots of ways that we can do this. Now this bone structure, we could put quite a few bones in there, but then that will start to get a little bit more expert style tutorial, which I want to try and keep this relatively simple. So what I might do, I might maybe put 3 bones in, okay, and I want to try and stick to roughly the bone, where the bone is, but I won't go too far to his body, because there's 2 ways of doing bones. Is you can make them with weight maps, which means that you select an area that you want the bone to manipulate, or you can just use the bone area bone strength to choose the area. For this tutorial we'll just use the bone strength. So if we zoom in and just put it over here like this, just so we can get the whole wing. This is his right wing, okay, and if you left click and we just drag, hold down left click, we'll drag the first bone. Oops, it's probably a little bit too close. Just press the space bar to drop that, and then click Skelegon again. I think I might just come back a little bit, and I might go about here, just above it. Okay, and then if I click here, and then I'll go to the end, and I'll just bring it out a little bit, just that way we'll be able to grab it if we need to. Okay. Alright, and then hit the space bar, and that will drop it, and we'll have our 3 bones. Now we can do the same with the other side. Skelegon, okay, and start about there, just above to the hand and to the end. Okay, so if we go out, you can see it's popping out the end, space bar or enter to drop it. Okay, it's that easy. We've just basically done a simple rig. Okay, and we'll just close that back down, and now you can see here our bones. Sorry, Skelegons, they're not actually bones yet. Okay, so but we'll select them right by holding down the left mouse button, and then I'll hold shift and select these other 3, and I'll hit T to move, and then I will just bring them down so they actually are covering the wing. We want them to cover the wing. Okay, and I think I might have, okay, when I playing around before, it looks like I created an extra one, but that's alright. I'll just grab that. I guess this one just get rid of them. Okay. You probably won't have to worry about this. I just accidentally made another one there, which I don't want. It's just like a one just hanging around there doing nothing. Alright. Okay, so we should have the 1, 2, 3 on one side, and then the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we go. Got to make sure it's in the center. Okay, so I'll just deselect everything, hit F2, make sure it's centered. There we go, it's centered. Okay, and now we'll see if we can get away with not making weight maps. So we'll just save that. If we go save, and just overwrite the last one, just go straight over it. There we go, and we'll send it to, just trying to think if I've missed anything. Actually, okay, what I'll do, what do we got? Okay, create Skelegons in Modeler, set up our scene for optimum rendering. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll stop there, and I'll go and have a break and prepare for the next tutorial. Okay, so just a quick overview. What we did was we went to setup, created Skelegons, okay, and we have a few bones here, well, Skelegons that will be bones, Okay, and the idea of this is to be able to manipulate these bones to make them look more organic. So we've got them on the one side and the other side. Okay, and now we're ready for our next step, which is set up our scene for optimum rendering. So I'll see you soon for part 2 of animating, rigging and compositing with Lightwave and After Effects. Please thumbs up this video if you like it, and leave a comment. If you want any help with anything, make sure that you let me know. Okay, so ciao for now, and I'll see you soon.